The NBA in the last few weeks has made a dramatic change affecting scoring, and it seems like no one is talking about it. Right now, the league is the most talented it's ever been. Legends like LeBron, Steph, KD are still competing at a superstar level. At the same time, there's the emergence of new dominant talent like Anthony Edwards, SGA, Wemby, and many more. With all of this offensive power, the NBA has made some changes. This channel is run by two brothers who want to quit their day jobs. Please subscribe to the channel and like the video to boost engagement. We just want to watch sports all day and make dumb videos. Please help us chase the dream. Last week, the NBA sent out a memo to all teams outlining a recent trend across the league. According to the memo, the league office has discouraged referees from supporting offensive players hunting out foul calls. They acknowledged that this new focus has led to a steep drop in scoring. Here's a graph showing the average points per game by season since the 2013-14 season. You can see scoring has slowly been rising over the last decade, with it being around 14 points a game higher today than 10 years ago. Now, here are the last 2 weeks in the NBA. That's a pretty steep drop-off. You might say, well, this is around what scoring was just a few years ago during the 2022 season, and you'd be right. But that isn't what makes this change such an interesting thing to look at. Here are the year-over-year changes in points per game. There were only 2 seasons where there was actually a decrease in scoring. The first, from the 2014 to 2015 season, where scoring dropped about 1%. And the second, from the 2021 to 2022 season, where it dropped 1.3%. Now, if we look at the difference between scoring in the NBA the last few weeks compared to the rest of the 2024 season, the nearly 4% drop is around 3 times the single largest change between 2 seasons. So, scoring has dropped a decent amount. But what is causing the scoring to go down? Believe it or not, this rests solely on the shoulders of Jordan Poole, who's only averaging... Nah, just kidding. In the memo, the NBA said it has increased officiating focus on offensive players hunting out fouls and veering off pathways to the basket into defenders. AKA, we're done calling these bogus fouls. And they meant it. NBA refs were calling about 19 fouls a game on a team this season. Since the memo, refs have called 2 fewer foul calls a game, to about 17. Just to give some perspective on this season was already tracking for the lowest foul calls per game in NBA history, and that number was cut by 2 fouls per game. So maybe these coaches ranting in the postgame have some fair points. Is this good for the game? Should the refs keep the whistles to a minimum, or should they keep the game consistent to foul calls in the past? Let us know in the comments below, and thanks for watching.